If I call your name, please come forward. Jonte Harmon? Good morning. Are you Jonte Harmon?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Harmon, were you able to get a lawyer hired?
Mhm.
Who'd you talk to?
I talked to, it's called Fairbank. I think that's what it's called. They said they called me back. And who was? I talked to a different lawyer. They also said they called back.
Did you write it down like I told you? So I told you to bring me that information when you come back, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you bring it?
In the car.
In the car where? Here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have 5 minutes. Go get it and come right back. Do not leave. Go get it and come right back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This session was held in the 252nd District Court, presided over by the Honorable Judge Raquel West. The docket included multiple criminal matters, status hearings, plea agreements, probation reviews, and sentencing proceedings. The court first addressed matters of legal representation. Defendants who had not yet retained counsel were granted an additional 30 days, on the condition that they contact multiple attorneys and present documented proof of their efforts at the next scheduled hearing. In the matter of the State versus Stephen Gray, the defendant entered a plea of guilty to a third offense of driving while intoxicated. The court sentenced the defendant to 10 years probation with mandatory enrollment in an inpatient substance abuse treatment program and compliance with all conditions of supervision. In separate proceedings, defendants Lance Charbino and James Mchuan entered into deferred adjudication agreements, each accepting extended probationary terms along with court-ordered restitution in lieu of formal conviction, contingent upon full compliance with the terms set by the court. The court then reviewed the matter of Michael Brown, whose request for a personal bond was made contingent upon his qualification for and participation in the Spindletop Rehabilitation Program. The court advised all defendants that failure to comply with any court-ordered condition may result in an increased bond, revocation of release, or incarceration. Prior to adjournment, the court addressed administrative matters, including the dismissal and refiling of certain cases to correct procedural deficiencies. In closing remarks, the court advised that any case placed on the trial docket will not be subject to further plea negotiations, reaffirming the court's commitment to timely case resolution.
Nathan Hester? Good morning, you're Nathan Hester?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hester, did you get someone hired?
Yes, right.
You got him hired?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he supposed to, did y'all get anything from Mr. Kimler on Nathan Hester? Okay. Did he say he'd be here this morning?
I'm sending messages and everything. He hadn't called me back.
But you've actually paid him money.
No, not yet. I've talked to him and he said that he'd represent me.
Okay, you have to hire him. Just saying nobody's gonna represent you unless you pay him money.
For me.
I'm sorry,
Somebody else is paying for it for me.
have they done that yet?
That's not.
You guess not.
No, because.
That's something that you would find out and be aware of?
Yeah,
who's
but I
paying?
won't talk to them.
I'm sorry,
They haven't called me back or nothing.
who?
The person who's paying for it is not even.
Who's paying for it?
Crystal, friend of mine, Crystal.
Okay,
So I'm in trouble because of her. All this is because of her. But no.
well, I appreciate that if she's gonna do that, but ultimately it's your responsibility,
Yeah.
right? You've been coming here for months now. I'm resetting your case 2 weeks.
Okay.
You need to make sure that Mr. Kimler's hired. I don't care if anybody else, that's between you and somebody else. You need to make sure it's done within 2 weeks. All right, step in front of the clerk.
You go park.
We are inside the 252nd District Court, where Judge Raquel West is presiding over today's criminal docket, a session covering status hearings, plea deals, probation matters, and sentencing. The court begins by addressing defendants still without legal counsel. Each is granted 30 additional days, but only after being directed to contact multiple attorneys and return with proof of that effort. Next, the court turns to plea agreements. Stephen Gray stands before the bench, entering a guilty plea to his third DWI offense. The court hands down 10 years of probation, along with an order for inpatient substance abuse treatment and strict supervision. Lance Charbino and James Mchuan follow, each accepting deferred adjudication, agreeing to lengthy probation and restitution payments in exchange for avoiding a formal conviction, provided they meet every condition set by the court. Then comes Michael Brown, requesting a personal bond. Judge West makes it clear his release depends entirely on his participation in the Spindletop rehabilitation program. Across every case, the message from the bench is consistent. Non-compliance will not be tolerated. Miss a requirement, and defendants risk a higher bond, revoked release, or jail time. Before closing the session, the court also handles procedural matters, dismissing and refiling certain cases to correct filing errors. And in her final remarks, Judge West delivers a clear warning. Once a case reaches the trial docket, the door on plea negotiations closes for good.
Tanya Lee. Good morning, you're Tanya Lee. And Ms. Lee, this is your initial appearance and cause number 26 DCCR 1028. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property. And that's for March 28th of 2026. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, Ms. Lee, is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. Since you've made bond, I expect you to at least try to hire someone. So if you get someone hired before that next court date, just bring the reset.
Is that 30 days? Okay.
Right. So about 30 days from today, you need to try to get someone hired before that next court date. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss what your options are. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand? Do you understand? Answer out loud, please. Yes or no? Okay. All right. Step in front of the clerk and she'll give you your reset notice.
Thank you, Doctor.
Case proceedings from the 252nd District Court, presided over by Judge Raquel West. The court addressed defendants without legal representation, granting a 30-day extension contingent upon proof of contact with multiple attorneys. In the case of Stephen Gray, a guilty plea to a third DWI offense resulted in a sentence of 10 years probation, inpatient treatment, and strict supervision. Lance Charbino and James Mchuan each entered deferred adjudication agreements, accepting probation and restitution in exchange for the possibility of avoiding formal conviction. Michael Brown's request for a personal bond was made conditional upon his participation in the Spindletop rehabilitation program. The court reiterated that any violation of court-ordered conditions may result in increased bond, revoked release, or incarceration. Administrative matters were also addressed, including the dismissal and refiling of select cases due to procedural issues. The session concluded with a clear directive from the bench. Cases placed on the trial docket will proceed without further opportunity for plea negotiation.